We've covered the exterior of the new 2016 Malibu. Now it's time to talk about a lot of the safety features and the actual technology that's been incorporated into this vehicle. Now, with the all new 2016 Malibu, rear vision camera is going to be standard LS and above models. Just as in the previous year models with Chevrolet, has a grid, will project where you're going. But as I told you, Malibu, more advanced, more technology. Rear cross traffic alert is actually incorporated into this rear vision camera. It will use the radar detectors that are on the back and detect up to 62 feet in either direction. So if you're trying to back out of a parking spot and you're blind on either side, it will actually put exclamation points up on the camera showing you, hey, it's not safe to back out right now, there's oncoming traffic. Some of the other safety features available in the all-new Malibu. Front pedestrian braking. This one will have a camera that's mounted up behind the rear view mirror. It goes out and it will detect a pedestrian that's walking across, and it will give an alert up in the windshield letting you know if there's a crash that's going to be imminent. Now, blindside alert, that's something that's not new to Chevrolet. Everybody knows if there's something in your blind spot, it will have the little bitty sensors that'll show a little bitty car with a crash icon beside it. However, Malibu's taking that one step farther. As well as having the blindside alert, you're also going to have a lane change alert. Using the same radar technology as it does with a rear traffic alert, it will also detect oncoming vehicles. If their speed is approaching where they're going to be passing you, it will go ahead and give you the signal that, hey, it's not safe to change lanes, there's a car that's coming fast, and you're not going to have enough time to make it. Lane keep assist, also available on the new 2016 Malibu. Same camera that it used for the pedestrian braking in the front, it will use to detect the lines on the road. If it senses you slipping over one of the lines and you do not have a turn signal on, the steering wheel will gently nudge you back. Forward collision alert. Same to deal with the camera and the sensors on the front of the vehicle. If it notices that there's a vehicle and you're approaching at too fast of a speed, it will actually give a visual flash up in an audible alert up in the windshield, letting you know that, hey, you need to get on the brake. Front and rear park assist, some of the same sonar sensors that's been used in Chevrolet as well. A couple of the new features that are available on the 2016 Malibu, however, adaptive cruise control. And let me tell you, I've got to experience this technology firsthand, and it is amazing. Set your cruise speed. It will actually keep distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, make adjustments. But not only that, let's say you're going down and the vehicle in front of you comes to a complete stop. You do not have to touch the brake at all. This vehicle will use its radar sensors and the camera, bring the vehicle to a complete stop, and then not only will it do that, as soon as you get ready to go again, just tap on the accelerator and it'll pick right back up and get right back up to that cruising speed. One of the most unbelievable things that I've ever seen. Definitely a little foresight into the future. Before we know it, these cars are going to be driving themselves completely, but this one comes fairly close. Front automatic braking. This is an extension of that front collision alert that I was talking to you about, or the forward collision alert I was talking to you about. One of the optional safety features on the Malibu, as well as giving you the audible alert. If you have one with the package of the front automatic braking, it will actually apply the brakes for you. Now, however, some models that are out there will go ahead and stop the vehicle for you. Ours will not do that, so don't get too dependent on it. It's just going to brake enough to lessen the severity of a crash. So, great to have. Hope you never have to use it, but if you need it, it's there. Also, 2016 Malibu, automatic park assist. If you need to parallel park or park into a vertical space, like if you're at the grocery store, all you have to do is press a button. The sensors on the vehicle will find the space for you and pull right in. I'll make a video later demonstrating that. Aside from that, and guys, this is where we need to take a serious moment here. One of the technologies that Chevrolet introduced that we need to talk about today is called Team Driver. Now, fatal crash rating for 16 to 19-year-olds is 3 times higher than that of drivers age 20 and above. This is very serious, and it's something that Chevrolet's taken into consideration. They want to help start preventing some of that. The all-new 2016 Malibu comes available with a program called Team Driver. All you have to have is the 8-inch touchscreen, which we do have here. This is available both on LT and the Premier models. For this, you can go into settings, go to Team Driver. You go and you set a pin. And by the way, this would be the parents portion of doing this, by the way. After the pin is set, you can go through. Now, the cool thing about this is you don't have to set this car up for just a teenager alone, and that's all it's able to do. It's programmable by the key fobs. There's a little slot in front of the glove box here, in front of the center console, rather, I should say. You slide in and you go to key registration. You register which key you want so you know which key that your teenager has. Now, a couple of different things that this teen driver thing will do. It limits the volume on the radio. If you only want them to be able to play their radio so loud, you can set the volume limit on that. There's also a maximum speed warning. If you know that the direction that they're going to be traveling, the roads they're going to be using, there's only a certain speed limit that they should be getting close to, you know, set it 5 miles above that. That way it'll give them a warning if they ever exceed it. It'll give a visual warning that will remain illuminated until the vehicle drops below. If they get in the vehicle, crank it up. Seatbelts are not buckled. Automatically, radio is muted until those seatbelts go on. All the safety systems that we've talked about earlier today are defaulted to on. They cannot turn them off. Best, last but not least, after they get back, you get to pull up their driver report card. You get to see how far they've gone, what was their max speed, if they got any overspeed warnings. The stability control that's also available on this vehicle lets you know if they're maybe driving a little bit too aggressively and the vehicle's had to compensate to keep the vehicle on the road where it needed to be. It lets you know how many times that was active. How many times did they actually activate the automatic braking system? These are some things that would be helpful to parents, and even though you're not able to ride in the vehicle with them all the time, it gives you a glimpse of how your teen's doing when they're driving. Like I said earlier, this one is the premier model. Check out the lighting that comes from the dual panel sunroof. Heated and cooled seats here. This one actually has memory seats, available feature. Some more technology that's incorporated. Apple CarPlay. Projection button as well as Apple CarPlay. You can do Android Auto. All you do is plug your phone in via USB. That will turn to either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. It will pull up. You can pull up your messages. You can pull up your maps. You can manage your music all seamlessly. And best but not least, you can also do it all with just voice commands. So you're not having to look and glance and touch, keeping your eyes focused on the road. Chevrolet's really made some great strides toward putting our driver focusing actually on driving instead of trying to do texting or make phone calls or get radios adjusted. You can do all of those things through Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. OnStar, also, you're going to have 6 months of OnStar plan for free in the vehicle. OnStar is a great service, can give you roadside assistance to unlock the vehicle. They can actually dispatch emergency services to you if there was to be a crash and the airbags deploy. They'll dispatch emergency services to your locations, get on the line with you, make sure that you're okay, provide that information that they're gathering to the dispatch. That way they can get everything they can and help you as quickly and to the best of their ability. Wi-Fi capability, already covered that, but all great technologies, all available in this Malibu, and you can get Malibu fully loaded for under $40,000 with everything that I've talked about. But also keep in mind, starting price on the Malibus are about $22,300. So come to Everett Chevrolet today, build the one that you want, and let us get you put in one. And remember, nobody beats a Chevy, man. Nobody.